It takes a great display to make a brilliant smartphone. Google's most recent Pixel phones have been good in this regard, especially in realistic color reproduction. However, they've never quite matched the very best in some important areas such as peak brightness and dynamic refresh rates. Google has frequently used older generation panels, presumably to save some money to position their offerings more aggressively. The downside is that its last flagship, the Pixel 7 Pro, while well calibrated, was just not bright enough in some scenarios. So hey everyone, I am Ayush, and if you are new here, don't be shy, do subscribe now. Thanks to a source inside Google, we've gained a lot of insight into the display specs and features of the upcoming Google Pixel 8 series, and a lot looks set to change. The perfect phone size has been an ongoing debate for years, and it doesn't seem likely to end anytime soon. Regardless of your opinion on the subject, Google's Pixel series offers two distinct display sizes, a smaller one on the non-Pro models, 6.3-inch on the Pixel 6 and 7, and a larger curved one on the Pro models, 6.7-inch on 6 Pro and 7 Pro. While other specs of the phones aren't exactly identical, it still gave users a choice. With the Pixel 8 series, Google is tweaking the formula a bit. Firstly, the regular Pixel 8 is moving to a smaller display, 6.17-inch instead of the 6.3-inch on previous models. The Pixel 8 Pro, on the other hand, retains the same 6.7-inch size, but the panel is now flat. Good news for the many people who consider flat displays to be a positive thing. Google has also fine-tuned the rounded corners of both models, more than doubling the corner radius in both cases. In other words, the displays are slightly less square than before and a little more rounded in the corners. Google has always used OLED displays for Pixels, and it's no different this time around. What might be changing, however, is the source of the panels. The last couple of Pixel generations exclusively used panels from Samsung. The exception was a mysterious, unreleased device codenamed G10, which would have a BOE display instead. I speculated at the time of the initial reports that Google was testing the panel to evaluate whether BOE was reliable enough to be included in Pixel phones, and it now turns out it was true. While the larger Pixel 8 Pro has a panel from Samsung, just like the previous generations, the regular Pixel 8 has two sources for the panel, BOE and Samsung. My source couldn't confirm whether Google will use both in the production process or if this was simply an early evaluation, but both panels share the same specs, which could suggest the former. This Pixel generation also changes the resolution of the Pro phone for the first time since the Pixel 6 series. Google has opted for a slightly smaller 2992 x 1344 resolution for the Pixel 8 Pro instead of the old 3120 x 1440 standard, giving it a pixel per inch PPI, density of 490, down from 512. The resolution of the Pixel 8 remains unchanged, which combined with the smaller display means its PPI is slightly higher, 427 instead of 417. The brightness of both of the phones has also been substantially improved, at least according to the values declared in code, which, keep in mind, can differ from reality. The Pixel 8 can supposedly achieve up to 1,400 nits peak brightness in HDR content, up from 1,000 nits on the Pixel 7. The Pixel 8 Pro has also been upgraded and can now display up to 1,600 nits in HDR, up from 1,000 nits on the 7 Pro. That's everything there is to know about the display on the Pixel 8 series. It appears that Google's upping its game to compete with the very best in yet another aspect. So far, all the Pixel 8 leaks suggest the phones will be a huge improvement, and the display is no different. I can't wait to upgrade to the Pixel 8 Pro when it comes out. Finally, what are your thoughts about it? Do let us know in the comment section. Hope you liked and subscribed to this channel. I will see you in next one.